Live from KSAT 12, the news at noon starts right now.
Good afternoon, and look at this. Good news coming in from Bandera County.
All right, we have Sky 12 video of the results of what was a search for a missing boy in Bandera County. As you can see, he is safe.
Being walked over to the DPS helicopter after being found safe. Our Erica Hernandez live in Bandera. She's got the latest.
Hey guys, it was just around 11:30 when we heard a lot of clapping and cheering as 5-year-old Cameron was found by a DPS helicopter. This search went on for about 17 hours. He was reported missing yesterday around 6:30 when he was last seen on his family's property here in Bandera, walking around with his dog, and then they couldn't find him. So as you can see right behind me, he is in an EMS vehicle there, and it looks like they're checking him out. We should be hearing sound in a little bit from Bandera County Sheriff on how this search went. There was hundreds of volunteers out here helping with this search early this morning. And again, a lot of good news. He is found. He is safe. Despite being out here all night and all morning long, he is safe, and it looks like he's getting checked out right now. As soon as we hear from Bandera Sheriff, we'll have that live up for you whenever we have that available. Max, Ursula?
Stay with us for a second, if you don't mind, Erica. I do have a question for you, if we could switch back to Erica. So the little boy was missing from 6 o'clock in the evening, found 11 o'clock this morning, about 15 hours, 17 hours, something like that, missing. Any idea how he made it through the night? Was he just hanging out on the family's property, or did he wander beyond that?
Well, this property here, Ursula, it's hundreds and hundreds of acres, so it's a huge property here. So he was found on the property. We don't know yet where about in the property, if he had found shelter or if he had not found shelter or not overnight. I know the temperatures were a concern. It went as low as 40 degrees here in Bandera overnight into this morning. Luckily, it looks like he's going to be okay. He just was reunited with his mother and the EMS unit that's right there behind me right now. So it's all good news. We're going to hear more from the sheriff in a little bit about how he survived overnight and just how he was found.
And it looks as though, Erica, as though he was in good enough health at least to walk back to the helicopter.
That's correct, Ursula. It looks like all is good. They think they're just still checking him as a precaution just because of those colder temperatures from overnight into this morning. So hopefully we'll get some more information on how he was found and just how he got lost out there. Ursula?
Erica Hernandez, thank you so much. Emotional, to say the least. Switching now to the war in Ukraine, about an hour ago, President Joe Biden making the highly anticipated announcement that the United States will ban Russian oil imports, all as an effort to further impact the Russian economy and subsequently isolate Russian President Vladimir Putin.
This ban expected to increase prices at the pump here in the U.S., which are already at record high levels. But it's a decision that the White House feels is supported by both parties and necessary as Russia's attack in Ukraine intensifies.
Also developing today, the Pentagon says an additional 500 American soldiers they will deploy to Europe, reinforce NATO troops in Poland, Romania, and Germany. And this all comes amid new worries that Russia could retaliate against Poland for helping resupply Ukrainian forces.
ABC's Faith Abube has more on that. Another temporary ceasefire as well, allowing civilians to Ukraine to safely escape, appears to be holding up, although the humanitarian crisis is growing.
Thousands of rattled civilians in Ukraine, including the elderly, attempting to flee their destroyed neighborhoods while a temporary ceasefire still holds. A convoy of yellow buses heading to evacuate families from the Ukrainian city of Sumy. Overnight, the city under fire. Ukrainian authorities releasing this video showing the aftermath of a Russian airstrike in a residential neighborhood. Local officials say 21 people were killed, including 2 children. Rescue workers in the dark frantically cutting through debris, trying to rescue anyone trapped in the rubble. Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby welcoming Russia honoring the temporary ceasefire after breaking 2 prior agreements. Ukraine's President Zelensky defiant amid the Russian onslaught, saying we will defeat everyone. but still calling for more U.S. and NATO military support.
We are accelerating and expediting the shipment of arms and material to Ukraine.
As those weapons shipments from NATO countries enter Ukraine, a senior U.S. official tells ABC News that there are concerns that before the convoy of weapons even reaches Ukraine, the Russians could attack the supplies in Poland.
As a member of NATO since 1999, that would be an attack on the entire alliance. That's a game changer.
Meanwhile, President Biden responding to bipartisan calls from Congress and Zelensky to ban Russian oil imports.
We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy. That means Russian oil will no longer be acceptable at U.S. ports, and the American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine.
And European nations, which rely much more on Russian fuel, are also planning to wean themselves off Russian oil as well by 2030. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
And San Antonians, if you've been to the pump recently, you know you're feeling the pain this morning. Gas prices skyrocketing. We are now seeing record high prices across the country.
And with those new sanctions being imposed by the U.S. on Russian oil imports, it's expected to get much worse. RJ Marquez speaking with a local driver who, like many of us, have been hard hit by rising prices.
Gloria Cervera is one of countless San Antonians just trying to get by with the surge in prices at the pump.
This is actually my first tank of gas that I'm paying double.
Cervera's drive to and from work is nearly 30 minutes each way, meaning she's had to figure out how to stretch her dollar even further.
I have to drop off kids at daycare.
Gloria, like many others, has also adjusted little things like running errands and going to the store.
I'm thinking now it's more I have to make a list of everything I got to do while I'm out. It's just trying to avoid the extra trips.
Cervera filled up this morning at a Quick Trip on San Pedro. She and other drivers paid $3.69 a gallon for regular gas. That's a bit less than the average across the San Antonio area, which AAA reports is now $3.75. Just a month ago, drivers here were paying $3 a gallon for regular gas. And the rise in prices are not expected to stop anytime soon. AAA reports the national average is $4.17, breaking the previous record of $4.11 a gallon back in 2008. $4 might be a deal breaker for many drivers like Gloria.
What's kind of going through your mind when you see these rising prices?
Shit, I'm thinking, I think I need to start working from home.
And San Antonio's average for a regular gallon of gas is about 10 cents less than the average price across the state of $3.85. But some counties out in West Texas are already nearing that dreaded $4 mark. Reporting from downtown, RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
New at noon, a suspect finally in police custody 2 years after the murder of a San Antonio woman. Records show that 36-year-old Rogelio Mujica was arrested yesterday and charged with the murder of 37-year-old Annette Juarez back in March of 2019. According to the arrest affidavit, Mujica allegedly shot and killed Juarez while she sat in the passenger seat of her vehicle. Police believe Mujica then abandoned the vehicle along Highway 90 on the west side. The arrest affidavit reads that Mujica and Juarez had an on and off again relationship. He had a history of family violence, and it also reads that there was ballistics analysis and surveillance video used in this investigation. A warrant for Mujica's arrest for murder was issued. His bond now set at $500,000.
Other top stories we're following today. Police working to try to figure out what exactly caused a driver to crash a truck into a highway pillar overnight. Let's take a look. This all happened near I-10 and La Cantera around 2 this morning. The driver taken to the hospital with a serious head injury after he hit the windshield. The front of the truck did sustain major damage. No other injuries were reported.
One person injured in a shooting overnight in the downtown area. This happened just after 2:30 this morning on Avenue E near Houston Street and the Alamo. Right now, investigators don't have a lot to go on, but we're told a man was found in the middle of the street with a shotgun wound to his back. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. So far, no suspects have been arrested.
All right, go Spurs, go. Coach Pop just one game away from making history. Still held on the news at noon. Highlights for the huge win over the Lakers.
And looking outside with live cam, kind of 50-50 kind of day. It's still too cold for most of us, but at least a lot of people have the day off.
It's true.
And we are celebrating International Women's Day today. It's a day to recognize and uphold the achievements of women all around the world, as well as promote gender equality. You can read more about how International Women's Day came to be right now on KSAT.com. We'll be right back. The City Council in Castroville is going to meet later on today to determine their police chief's fate. This comes after Police Chief Brian Jackson was accused of using a racial slur several times during a murder investigation. According to an online agenda, members are set to discuss possible disciplinary options after the issue was tabled last week. The concern brought to light by the Bandera County Sheriff, who says he heard the inappropriate language caught on body camera. Castroville City Council previously placed Jackson on administrative leave after an hours-long meeting last month. Today's City Council meeting is at 5 p.m.
Also today, VIA will be hosting a virtual public hearing regarding proposed changes to several of VIA's bus routes. It's set to start at 7 p.m. You can join online visiting viainfo.net/proposed changes. The hearings will also be recorded and posted online afterwards. It's going to be in English. There's going to be another hearing tomorrow at the same time in Spanish. There are a total of 48 bus routes that will be affected by the proposed changes, which could go into effect in May. You can see a full list of the routes by visiting the same website on your screen.
Let's look outside with live cam one more time. We haven't had enough of this, right? 49 degrees, but it felt like it was in the 30s this morning.
Yeah, it did, because we've had a stout wind and the wind chill was in the 30s. It is fairly cloudy out there right now, but believe it or not, skies are clearing for some folks. Now, the aquifer is up 0.5 of a foot over the past 24 hours, but it's still well below that average by more than 10 feet. And look at the pollen. Look at the pollen. There are 7 allergens out there today. Thankfully, they're all low, but elm, oak, pine, juniper, mulberry, ash trees, all pollinating. All in the low category, though. Okay, once again, a look outside real quick. You can see that it's 49 degrees. There is a bit of a wind chill. Feels like 45 with those winds from the north at 10 miles per hour. We're going to see a little bit of sun this afternoon, but it's not going to warm up all that much. 53 for the high. Northeast winds at 10 to 15. Much better weather Wednesday and Thursday. But a strong cold front is on the way Friday. Details coming up.
Get ready to decorate your front door at your house, your business, or your classroom. The second citywide porch parade is underway as we get ready for Fiesta.
All right, you can join the contest by decorating your door, taking a picture of it, submitting it, KSAT.com. Next Wednesday, March 16th, that is the last day to enter the contest.
The KSAT porch parade party is going to be live on March 25th from 8 to 10 prior to the kickoff of Fiesta, which is on the 31st. You can find more information about this on our website.
All right, do you partake? Do you decorate?
I actually have a wreath that the rats got into in the attic, a fabulous Fiesta wreath, and so I've got to build a new one.
All right.
It's time.
Well, you have until next Wednesday.
I know.
What about you, Sarah Spivey?
You know what? I'm all about Fiesta. We're going to be doing medal giveaways. We're so excited. It's finally Fiesta season. But, you know, during Fiesta, we do have the occasional cold front every now and then, and weather's kind of wacky in April. And today, the weather is wacky, too. Take a look outside radar right now. You can see that all of the light rain has moved east of San Antonio, but we are still seeing some light rain showers for Gonzales and Hallettsville. You can see some light rain pushing through those areas right now as we speak. But it was in the overnight hours, early in the morning, pre-dawn, that we had some thunderstorms for Wilson County, Gonzales County, Lavaca County, and that's where most of the rain fell this morning. Hallettsville, nearly an inch of rainfall out there. In parts of western Wilson County, 3/4 of an inch of rain, more than half in Gonzales, but just a measly 1/100th of an inch of rain reported at the airport here in San Antonio, because again, we really only experienced a few sprinkles and even a period of very fine and light mist this morning. This is a look at the airport right now. Cloudy skies, chilly, 49 degrees, feels like 45 because we've got a wind from the north at about 10 miles per hour. But when you look at the satellite imagery, The skies are trying to clear. We're still fairly cloudy around Bexar County, but look out toward Hondo. We've got some thinning of the clouds out there right now. It's 53 in Hondo, 54 in Castroville, 45 at Bernie Stage Airfield, 48 in Kerrville, and 47 in New Braunfels. A wider view here, totally sunny for our communities out west toward Del Rio, 56 degrees. And this clearing line is going to try to push east throughout the afternoon. And so we will see some sunshine this afternoon in San Antonio, even if it is through a milky hue of cirrus clouds. 53 for the high in San Antonio this afternoon, but it'll be closer to 70 degrees out near Del Rio, where they've got complete sunshine out there. And the further west you go, the warmer the afternoon will be. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the bigger picture across the state of Texas this afternoon. Still dealing with some heavy rain across East Texas. Even the North Texas area saw a light wintry mix. It's cold across the United States. Many people not really enjoying spring-like temperatures, except for, of course, Florida, where it's 82, in Miami. But even colder across parts of Canada. Temperatures well below zero up there closer to the North Pole. And here's the thing. This cold core of air is going to be the source of our cold air for our next cold front, which is expected to arrive on Friday. But we're going to have a couple of nice days mixed in there too. So tomorrow, Wednesday, starting off in the mid-30s around San Antonio, just at freezing in the hill country. And then afternoon temperatures should be in the mid-60s because of plenty of sunshine. Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday is going to be a beautiful day, sunny, 74, but then that front is going to move through on Friday, dropping temperatures into the 40s all day Friday with wind gusts of up to 40 miles per hour. It'll actually feel more like it's in the 20s and 30s on Friday, and that sets up the atmosphere for some light freezes Saturday and Sunday morning. Couple of things to keep in mind. This is going to be a late season freeze. So if you have done any winter gardening so far, you're going to need to cover up those sensitive plants or bring them in. This would be the latest freeze we've had since 2006. So it is fairly late in the season, as our average last freeze is February 24th. But at least after those morning freezes, we're going to have plenty of sunshine Saturday and Sunday. Highs are going to be back in the 60s. So up and down that temperature roller coaster we go. Max and Ursula.
All right. My neck hurts from all the whiplash.
Thank you, Sarah. Sports is next. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are now hearing from officials in Bandera County. Let's take a listen.
And, you know, this morning it was cold, so he's going to lay up until it warms up, until he can get out and start moving. And, you know, once he started moving, we hoped that we would be able to pick him up with a helicopter or one of their drones.
And the helicopter was from the police department in San Antonio?
It was DPS helicopter.
What was his condition?
He was in fair condition. He was a little dehydrated, had a little hypothermia, but he was okay.
And he was flown, I went to a hospital?
I don't know how he was taken to the hospital. I know that he is en route to the hospital, though.
Did he say anything in the ambulance?
I don't know. I wasn't in the ambulance.
He gave a thumbs up and a big smile.
Good.
So he's in good spirits. He's in great hands right now. And we're just super, super happy that he was found. And like the sheriff said, we couldn't have done this without other agencies and without the community. I mean, it went out just this morning, and there was hundreds of people out here. So we praise our community and our first responders.
It's always a good day when we have a success like this.
Yes.
Does the fact that hundreds of people showed up at the drop of a hat surprise you about your citizens in Bandera County?
No, not at all.
How business gets done here?
Yes, ma'am.
Sheriff, can we have your full name, please?
Daniel Butts.
And your name, sir?
My name is Luis Moreno.
What's your rank?
I'm a sergeant.
Sergeant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there you have it, the answer to a lot of people's prayers. A little 5-year-old boy, Cameron, missing on the family ranch, hundreds and hundreds of acres, and somehow was located from the air by a DPS helicopter.
And the best part, he is safe and sound. They said when he was in the ambulance, he gave a thumbs up. He is in good spirits, and I can't even imagine the emotional roller coaster that family has gone through.
Yes. The sheriff saying that he was a bit dehydrated and hypothermic, been out in the cold for a long time. They are now en route to the hospital. Sheriff Dan Butt saying that it's a good day when first responders can report that they have found had success like this and found a missing child in kind of the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be checking in with Erica Hernandez, who is on the scene in just a few moments. But for now, we have Spurs. All right, so after last night's big win over the Lakers, the Spurs hanging in to make history for Coach Pop. He is now tied atop the all-time leadership board, and here he is. He's tied with Don Nelson, his mentor. So taking a look at the highlights from last night, Spurs off to a great start. Doug McDermott wide open from the corner for three. Friendly bounce. Spurs up 16-11. Later in the quarter, DeJounte finding the rook. Josh Primo, triple. 4 seconds left in the second quarter. San Antonio leading. Wait for it. They were leading 31-22. There it was. Murray keeping things rolling. And here he is. Got the floater and one. Spurs still lead 62-56 at the halftime. Remember, LeBron James out due to knee soreness. So fast forward to the fourth quarter. Let's go to the fourth quarter. All right, game tied eventually at 97. And DeJounte doing DeJounte things. He picked up the pace. Oh, we're going real slow with these highlights. All right, long story short, DeJounte had a game-high 26, 10 boards, and 8 assists. The Spurs hang on to win a must-win 117-110. So there we go. Next up, the Raptors. Let's see if we can get another win, and Coach Pop can lead all-time wins for NBA coaches. We'll be right back.
We are getting more information on our late-breaking news. A 5-year-old child found after a night out in the woods in Bandera.
That's right. All right, Erica Hernandez has been following the story throughout the day, joining us live. So, Erica, what do we now know?
Well, what we now know, it's nothing but good news here in Bandera. 5-year-old Cameron was found just beyond the fence line here by volunteer searchers that were on foot. He came out, is what we were being told, after he heard people calling for him, and then he was picked up by DPS chopper and brought here to an EMS unit to get checked out, and then he was also flown out of here to go to the hospital to get checked. We have a little more. We heard from his grandmother and his mom. We have some of that sound from his grandmother, what she said about after she met up with him.
I said, Cameron, you're tough. Yes, I said, did you see us? Did you hear us yelling? And he said, yes. He did, and he said, and he waved him down.
But he's okay.
He is okay. He's just cold. He was soaking wet. He went through a creek.
So as you can see that they're breathing a sigh of relief. They also mentioned how he, often goes for walks out here, but this was really the first time that he got lost out there. But luckily, good news here in Bandera County. We heard from the sheriff a while ago. This was an active search with multiple agencies involved. Hundreds of volunteers showed up when they asked for them to show up. So all good news here in Bandera County. Ursula, Max.
Thank you, Erica. And we understand that the sheriff said they used infrared to try to locate him at night, but he was probably hunkered down trying to stay warm somewhere, and they couldn't find him until they saw that neon shirt from up in the air.
And the best part about hearing from the sheriff was saying in the ambulance he gave a thumbs up, in good spirits, he is safe and sound. And Erica, like you said, all good news this morning. Thank you.
Gonna have a great story to tell. Meantime, we're gonna move on across the world.
That's right. The growing humanitarian crisis in Ukraine. More than 2 million refugees able to escape Ukraine as that fighting escalates. Almost half of them are children.
ABC's Rita Roy reports some of the children fleeing Ukraine include cancer patients and orphans. So many people have been stepping up to help them out, but the UN fears it may not be enough, with another wave of refugees expected soon.
More than 2 million people escaping Ukraine in search of safety, with Russian shelling viciously destroying Ukrainian cities. This plane heading for Israel, carrying dozens of refugees.
Attacking them to Israel, and they had a long way from Kharkiv. They had bombed, they had a long way. It was frustrating. It was very, very difficult.
Nonprofits doing what they can to help in countries overwhelmed with the influx of people.
Behind me is about 100 refugees who are coming, Ukrainian refugees who are coming from different parts of Ukraine. This is our third rescue flight.
Nearly half of the refugees are children. Orphans from Kyiv had to be evacuated as Russian troops closed in on the capital city.
We had a transport of 700 kids. And, you know, it's not easy to find a place for anybody, but it's even tougher to find a place for 700 kids in the same one place.
American citizen Tatiana Shatokina fleeing Kharkiv, the second largest city of Ukraine bombarded with strikes. She's now staying in the western city of Lviv.
We're sleeping on the floor. Next to the wall, underneath of the table. They only hear the noises like boom, boom, boom. Airplanes is flying over their heads, and the houses was shaking. They were extremely, extremely scared.
Today's humanitarian corridor is giving a brief window for some to flee the bombs. These buses seen leaving the eastern town of Sumy. Officials say as the war continues, more and more people could be left in a new country with nothing more than the clothes on their backs due to a lack of resources. Many calling for international support to help prevent that. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Now to the latest in the courts dealing with elections, a big win for Democrats. The Supreme Court rejecting efforts from Republicans in North Carolina and Pennsylvania in an effort to block state court-ordered congressional districting maps. So, separately, in each respective case, the justices are allowing maps selected by each state's Supreme Court to be in effect for this year's elections. Those maps are more favorable than the ones drawn by the state's legislature. In North Carolina, the map most likely will give Democrats an additional House seat in 2023. The Pennsylvania map also probably will lead to the election of more Democrats as well, as the two parties battle for the control of the House of Representatives coming up in the midterm elections.
It's emotional, you know, kid, he's obviously terrified.
The situation was deteriorating quite quickly. The smoke was pouring out, you know, above him. I can still vision that.
A father doing everything he could to save a toddler. Their apartment building caught fire yesterday. Oh, and there you see it. They caught the child. Body cam video from first responders shows the moments the father drops his 3-year-old son out of the second floor window and into the arms of firefighters and the police below. The man then dives himself head first out of the window. Afterward, firefighters say it's a miracle he and his son were able to navigate through the suffocating darkness and smoke to make it even to the window.
This is what we signed up for. This is the exciting part of the job. That, you know, you want to be able to help people and do the right thing.
The little boy seems to be in pretty good spirits after that dramatic situation, and his father is also okay.
In your consumer headlines, more products could be shrinking in size or in quantity. So everything from slimmed down toilet paper, even fewer cookies in a bag, to less conditioner. Retail industry experts say record levels of inflation are costing companies more to produce all sorts of items. So they can either raise prices, pass it on to the consumer, or give you less. It's called shrinkflation. As frustrating as it may be to you, knowing that hiking prices is a last resort for companies because they know that you'll notice and it could hit the demand for their respective products.
Sometimes it feels like we're getting overwhelmed by the number of calls that we get every day from somebody trying to sell you something you didn't ask for or promising something that's just too good to be true. ABC's Rena Roy has some advice about things that you can do to help avoid being a victim of a scam.
2021 was a banner year for scammers. The Federal Trade Commission received 2.8 million reports of fraud last year, and consumers lost almost $6 billion to fraud in 2021, up more than 70% from the previous year.
This is the final attempt to reach you.
So what are the best ways to protect yourself from falling victim to a scam?
Hello.
Consumer Reports has these tips. First, trust your gut.
If you don't trust the person who's sending, if you don't recognize that name, then there might be something up.
Think before you respond. Read texts or emails from people you don't know carefully, or just ignore them. Don't answer a phone call right away from a number you don't know. Let it go to voicemail. Scammers try to get you to decide immediately before you have time to think about what they're offering.
What they want to do is they want to short circuit your critical thinking. They want you to not think about what's happening, and they want you to act quickly.
Be very careful about clicking on links in a text or email from someone you don't recognize. Don't click on a link if you have any uncertainty. You could put your device's security at risk. Hovering over a link will show the whole address, which might help you see if it's a scam, and look to see how they want you to pay.
Many times they will only want to be paid via peer-to-peer apps like Venmo or Zelle, or they might only want to be paid with a gift card, which you can buy at your local convenience store. And if any time you hear people telling you that those are the only methods of payments that are accepted, that's a red flag. You should not proceed.
Remember that scammers are getting more sophisticated in their tactics. Experts say that being very cautious and skeptical about any pitch from someone you don't know is the best defense. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Still ahead, how the pandemic is interfering with treatment for cancer patients. We're going to explain.
Plus, what a new study believes may have caused dangerous levels of lead exposure in Gen Xers. We'll be right back.
This is your daily tech and business briefing from Cheddar News. The Biden administration is speeding up the timeline for plans aimed at cutting down truck pollution. The proposed rule would require new trucks to reduce harmful nitrogen oxide emissions by 90% by 2031. It also targets diesel-burning trucks and buses with goals to replace them with electric or hydrogen-powered engines. Apple lovers are excited about the company's first big product launch of the year on live stream later today. Rumors are swirling around the highly anticipated peak performance event. Analysts are predicting everything from a new iPhone to an upgrade to the iPad line. The new Mac will reportedly come in 2 high-speed versions. And Samsung confirmed Monday that hackers stole important internal data, the source code for encryption and biometric functions. A hacking gang called Lapsus posted screenshots online showing the allegedly stolen data after breaching Samsung's cybersecurity wall. Officials for the South Korean tech giant say they do not expect the hack to impact users. And that's your Cheddar News and Tech Update. I'm Marielle Hickson from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C.
All right. Well, you saw the blue skies behind her. We're not really seeing those.
She's not here.
No. She's in D.C.
That's abundantly clear.
Yeah.
And, you know, there are some areas that are seeing some sunshine right now, and we're probably even going to see a little into the afternoon here in San Antonio. Outside right now, though, it's chilly. It's 49 degrees out there. It feels like 45 because of winds from the north at 10 miles per hour. All right, let's take a look at the pollen count. Doesn't look great. We're looking at 7 allergens in the air. If I could get my clicker to work, I would show you the pollen count. But hey, I'll show you that right after the break when we talk about a big temperature swings right around the corner.
And your health news, a new study showing Gen Xers, Max, Sarah.
Yeah, we're millennials. You're a Gen Xer.
No, I'm not. I'm a baby boomer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but in any event, Generation Xers may have been exposed to dangerous levels of lead growing up. I think probably baby boomers too. People considered part of Generation X were born between 1961 and 1980. Maybe I am.
That's what I knew.
Gen X.
We had the story at 9 a.m., so I knew the dates, and I was like, hold on.
Okay, I barely made it.
Kind of call me out.
According to the study, about 170 million people in the U.S., not funny, had dangerous levels of lead in their blood during their early childhood years. And they're thinking it might be the leaded gasoline we used in our cars in the 60s and 70s.
All right, well, millions of people every year are diagnosed with cancer. And the COVID-19 causing big disruptions in care. Now cancer patients, they're suffering. ABC's M. Nguyen explains.
Getting diagnosed with cancer is devastating enough, and the pandemic has only made things harder for patients. A new report from the American Association for Cancer Research found that COVID-19 caused huge delays in cancer care and research around the world. Nearly 10 million cancer screenings were missed in the U.S. alone in the first 7 months of the pandemic. And with screening appointments delayed, cancer patients are getting diagnosed later with more severe disease disease that is harder to treat. Doctors have also had to change treatment plans since some surgeries had to be canceled and therapies like chemo and radiation had to be delayed by months in some countries. If you have cancer, it's more important than ever to work closely with your medical team and plan ahead. With this Medical Minute, I'm Em Nguyen, ABC News.
All right, well, time now, 12:47. It is 50 degrees out there, but it kind of feels colder.
Yeah, well, you know, people like me in my old age, we feel the
You
cold
tried to age Sarah and me.
Both of you guys.
You aged us by about 20 years there. Hey,
the wrinkles are coming in, so I get it.
They are, Max. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They're not. Okay. Hey, I promised the pollen count before we went to break, and it's a doozy.
Ooh.
All right, there are 7 allergens out there. 7. 6 of them tree pollen: elm, oak, pine, juniper, mulberry, and ash. Now, they're all low, so that's some good news there, but this is screaming, hey, spring is here. The trees are pollinating, but the weather is saying something else. The weather is saying it's still winter, and technically it is until the 22nd when we start to see spring come into play. All right, on the radar, just some light rain showers out east toward Brenham and Navasota, the Bryan College Station area. We had some rain here in San Antonio this morning, but it was very light, sprinkles, mist, and some thunder showers across areas like Wilson County, Gonzales County, and Hallettsville. But it has been a long time since we have seen measurable rain, good measurable rain here in San Antonio. The last time we saw a 1/4 inch of rain in San Antonio was 33 days ago, and it's even worse out west toward Del Rio. The last time they saw a 1/4 inch of rain in Del Rio in a 24-hour period, 125 days, all the way back to November. So yeah, we could use a little bit of rain, and there's just not a good opportunity for healthy rainfall in our future. There is a chance for isolated showers on Friday as we see another strong cold front move through, but no soaking healthy rains. All right, let's take a look at the satellite here. We are seeing skies clear from west to east. Still some cirrus clouds out near Hondo and Castroville, but some brighter sunshine there too. 53 degrees in Hondo, 55 in Castroville. But notice that it's still fairly cloudy around San Antonio, still in the 40s. It's warmer up in Kerrville, where they've had a few more peaks of sunshine, and a wider view. It's totally sunny in Del Rio this afternoon, but it's still cool. It's 56 degrees. As we head into the later hours of the afternoon, though, we're going to see temperatures climb to near 70 degrees out near Del Rio. But here in San Antonio, we're really only going to see the thermometer rise by a few more degrees for the rest of the afternoon. It's going to be chilly, and you're going to need that jacket throughout the remainder of the day today. Again, cool 53 degrees, sunsets at 6:38, and it'll be mostly cloudy and cold tonight with temperatures in the 40s. All right, but tomorrow morning, we are going to see a light freeze up in the hill country. So places like Bernie and northward, we're talking Kerrville, Kendall County, even Canyon Lake could see a very light freeze early tomorrow morning, right around 32 degrees. Meanwhile, around San Antonio, we'll be seeing a morning low in the mid-30s. But here's the good news. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow. A little bit of cloud cover in the morning, but plenty of sunshine tomorrow, and that's going to warm us up into the mid-60s for the afternoon high tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be nice, and so is Thursday. Thursday we'll be seeing high temperatures in the mid-70s, but that strong cold front arrives Friday morning. It'll be in the 40s all day Friday with wind chills in the 20s and 30s because of gusty winds. More comfortable in the afternoons on Saturday and Sunday, but there's a kicker. The kicker is light freeze is likely Saturday and Sunday morning. So a lot of us have already done some planting outside because our average last freeze is toward the end of February. But this will be the last freeze we've seen since 2006. So it's not unheard of that we get freezes this late in the season, but it's been a while. So just keep that in mind. And again, although it's going to be cold to start the days on Saturday and Sunday, it'll be nice in the afternoon. Now we're going to brace for that cold weather on Friday. We'll keep you updated on Air Online and on the KSAT Weather Authority app. More news after the break.
In the spotlight, Lady Gaga announcing she's going to be going on tour this summer, beginning in Europe. It comes 2 years after the release of her latest album, Chromatica. She planned to go on a tour after her album came out, but of course the pandemic changed all that. After performing in Europe in July, the tour is going to move to North America in August and early September.
All right, so the director of Dune is upset with the decision to hand out some Oscars before the actual award show. So yesterday afternoon was the annual lunch for Oscar nominees, and some categories were actually awarded at the luncheon, including editing and sound, which Dune was nominated for. Oh, he says awarding some categories before the live show and then bringing out the winners into the telecast robs some nominees of their moment to shine. The Oscars will air live March 27th right here on KSAT 12.
Are you a Dune fan?
I've never seen Dune, and I don't really watch the Oscars, so it's kind of over my head.
Okay.
Yeah, but you should right here, KSAT 12. Look at that. You should also watch SA Live, where we'll find Mike Osterhage.
I agree with that. And you two are glued to the set for the next hour, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got a lot coming up on today. Of course, the International Women's Day. And joining us right now, Sophia Solano from Priya Handmade Accessories. Beautiful, beautiful jewelry, all sorts of colors. And this helps out women, right?
Yes, we are bringing stunning jewelry that helps support my sister and other artisan ladies in Colombia, and also my nephew who needs treatment in Colombia.
It started off with your sister, and it has grown and grown and grown, and we're going to tell you all about this. All right, Babes Helping Babes. It is a co-space for female entrepreneurs, and there are dozens of them, and we're going to take you inside and tell you what it's all about. And Jen has the touching story of a woman and her transformation. It's a passion that stemmed from pain and is now an inspiration. Look at that picture of her. And of course, Adina Anderson is here. Spring break, a lot of folks are traveling. We've got 10 tips that you definitely want to pay attention to, and this one too.
Yes, you know what this is?
We're going to tell you what this is. It's a great little snack container. Where did she find it and what is it? We'll tell you all about that. Plus, social question. Tell us about the woman or women that inspire your life. That and a whole lot more coming up on SA Live, so stick around.
It is almost Fiesta time. The pandemic has changed the way Fiesta has looked the last 2 years, but this year it's back in full force.
Here's the thing. We know a lot of people out there still a little nervous about large gatherings. Don't worry. You don't have to miss out on any of the parades, any of the fun, because you can watch them right here on KSAT.
All you have to do is head to our website and you will see a full list of the parades and activities that we're going to be covering and how you can watch them.
Some clearing this afternoon, but it's still going to be chilly with a high in the low to mid 50s. We'll start off tomorrow morning near 36 with a light freeze in the hill country. 64 and sunny tomorrow afternoon, 74 and sunny Thursday afternoon, but that's short-lived. Strong cold front arrives Friday. It'll feel like it's in the 20s and 30s on Friday with wind gusts of up to 40 miles per hour. Light late season freeze likely Saturday morning and Sunday morning. Afternoon temperatures, though, will rebound. And for those on spring break next week, things look a lot more spring-like than this week, unfortunately, for those on spring break this week.
Yeah. My son's off next week.
Oh, okay, so he lucked out.
Yes.
All right, well, Sarah Spivey, Ursula Perry, thank you so much. It has been an honor.
It has.
That is it for us here on the News at Noon. Too many laughs.
Too many. We laughed a lot during this newscast, but they're going to be laughing a lot over at SA Live. And happy International Women's Day, Mike.
And to you also. And today on SA Live, colorful handmade accessories from a local female business owner that will make your outfit of the day pop. These are gorgeous. Plus, it has more than 70 female entrepreneurs all working in the same space, and we check out a new co-space that's changing the way we think about business. And it's a special story on a San Antonian who is doing great things right here in the Alamo City.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
And here are three wonderful women that are inspiring us on the show today. That is Ileana, and of course, Adina and Angela. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike Osterhage. Fiona has the day off today, and our first guest is a local entrepreneur that started her own business, and it helps to support artisans as well. And you're just going to fall in love with all of this jewelry. And Angela Sophia Solano, owner of Priya Handmade Accessories, is here to show us one-of-a-kind accessories. Good afternoon. First of all, just look at the hat and earrings that she has. This is great. And all of this comes from Colombia, right?
Yes, everything is handcrafted, made in Colombia. We have not only stunning jewelry, but also hats and headbands.
Okay, and how did you get all this started? It had to do with your sister, right?
Yes, actually, it was created with a special purpose. Back in 2019, my older sister, she some hard times hit her and her family. So in Bogota, Colombia. So her son was diagnosed with a rare disorder, with a syndrome that affects his normal growth. So she had to quit her job in order to take her son to treatment, to doctor appointments.
And the bills then start to pile up, and
yes,
so this is one way that she came up with a way to raise money, right?
Yeah, also, but she got divorced by the same time, so I knew that I needed to help her, to support her, not only mentally, but also financially. So I asked her, why don't you bring some of the jewelry that you make, and I can, show them here. So yeah, that's how we started.
So of course, all of this is handmade. The intricacy, which you can see on your screen right there, with all of these items. Not only is this going to be perfect, I mean, Fiesta's less than a month away, and these great Fiesta colors, but it is just those little accent pieces. Stephanie Cerna loves to wear these in the morning, these beautiful earrings here, and even a pair right here. You said a couple of young ladies that I work with have these.
Yes.
The clouds that
of summer.
That Sarah Spivey and Katie Blake have. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Now, this has grown, as any wonderful company has, to include more women, more artisans down there in Colombia, right?
Yes. We have involved, since we got some wholesale orders here when I brought them to San Antonio, I got some wholesale orders from a boutique. So I knew that we needed more artisan ladies that help us to make them. So we involved 5, then 10. Now we are more than 15 women involved that we have partnered up with. So to help us to make these, and also we have partnered up with not only ladies that make earrings, but also headbands and also hats.
Your friend Ileana is modeling for us, and she's got one of these great headbands on, which is something that, and there you can see a still picture of it. There it is right there, and that's going to be perfect for the summertime to keep your hair back a little bit. If you want to maybe put a couple of little flowers in there too for Fiesta, and then these hats on top of that. And you said this particular hat is a traditional Colombian design too, right?
It is the traditional hat called volteado. It's like a band. You can shape it. So you just weight it down and you can give it the shape that you want. Yeah, it's really lightweight. It is made from natural fibers from a palm tree that is called iraca. So that's the authentic Colombian.
And the name Priya, where did that come from?
Priya stands for P of Paola, my older sister, the one that I am supporting to, and also Ria from Valeria, her oldest daughter.
Wonderful. Well, if you'd like more information on these or to order some of these, and the prices are fantastic, just go to It's Priya Handmade Accessories, and you can find out more on that by going to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or that QR code right down there in the bottom corner of the screen. Angela, thank you very much. It is all great. Wish your sister and her son and her daughter the best for us, and a nice growing business.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, well, of course, we are celebrating International Women's Day today, and so our social question today is not really a question, but just give a shout out to all of those women that inspire you in your life. Of course, my biggest inspiration is my wife. When I was younger, my mom, sisters, all the lovely women and great women that I work with here at SA Live and at KSAT. So we want to hear from you as well. If you have pictures, send in some pictures, and we hope to get to them just a little bit later on in the show. Okay, there's a brand new co-space in town that Fiona got to check out, and if you're a female entrepreneur looking for a new space to work, you may be looking at your new work home.
I'm with Christine Brinkman. She's the founder of Babes Support Babes, and this is your brand new co-space,
Yes.
right?
Yes, it is.
For folks that may not know, what exactly does that mean? What's a co-space?
It is a very different term that we are using. Think of co-working, but also thinking a place where you can just live life. So we invite women to come into this place to work, to get their stuff done, but also we invite moms who need to just check their emails and just a place for them to live life with one another. Our heart and our passion is to grow community and friendship, and we want to do it here at a co-space. So more than just working, it's living life together.
And tell me a little bit about Babes Support Babes. You touched on a little of it right there, right?
Yes, Babes Support Babes. We have a beautiful community of women. We're up to 80 members right now, and our heart is to grow and pursue friendships with one another. So we have 80 members, and half are boss babes, as you can see in the background. These are entrepreneur women, local, incredible small business owners, and also we have wonderful women in our community that just want to be in friendship.
And so this kind of all came about, I mean, with a lot of that in mind. Tell me about what the whole goal was when you walked through the store, what you wanted women to feel.
Yes, so Babes for Babes started in 2018. Crazy story, it started as a female market. But the more we grew, and this is almost 4 years, we saw that women really just wanted to be in deep friendship and community. So as we grew, we realized we needed a home. We were just meeting at different coffee shops, different places that we could rent by the hour, and it was just very clear that we needed a place for us to call home.
So it's perfect for, you know, those women who necessarily don't want to go all the way back to an office,
Yes.
right? But don't want to necessarily be at home with distractions like kids or pets or
Yes.
the doorbell ringing, right?
Exactly. So we noticed that with pre-COVID, there were a lot of women working at 9 to 5s at a job, and they were longing to be home to get the stuff done. Well, COVID hit, and then they were home all the time with lots of distractions, pets, kids, dishes, laundry. And so now they're kind of at this place where, like, I want to go somewhere else from home, but I don't want to go back to the 9 to 5.
I love it, a second pair of eyes, like, hey, come look at this.
Yes, exactly. That's why we talk co-space. We're like, we share wins. We even have a bell whenever a woman does something that is either checking something off their to-do or even getting a client for their business. We ring that bell and we celebrate together as a community.
I love that. Okay, very uplifting, you know, and of course, make sure everybody, you know, it keeps everybody motivated too.
It does, for
so
sure.
tell me how you guys are celebrating Women's History Month.
In a way, we celebrate it every day because we truly believe in just uplifting at everyone's wins and just who they are. We're celebrating in the month of March. We're having a lot of events. We're actually doing a market here at the end of March celebrating Fiesta, and a lot of them will be female, women-owned small businesses. We will be doing a Zumba class together. And we're also going to be meeting at one of our Boss Babes retreat center that she's creating to do a service project with her.
All right, so if folks want to be a part of this, tell us where you're located and how they can do that.
Yes, okay, so you can go to our website, babesupportbabes.org, and on there has all the information about our membership and the different tiers we have. So one of them, it's like, I don't have a business, but I want to be involved. We have that for you. Or I have a business and I'm needing help. Can you help me grow? We have that. We also have our location here, which is in 281-1604 area, 17,000 San Pedro, and that's where you can come and co-space with us. We have day passes, or you can do the unlimited, which is the best, which is you can come Monday through Thursday, all day long, and you can come work with us.
All right, and of course at this location, I mean, this is just one floor, right?
Yes, we have an upstairs, and we call it the quiet hours. It's a special place where you can get work done with other women too. That's perfect for it. And some people just want to just rent this place out, and they can. You can rent it out for your own book clubs, parties, or just baby showers, or places to be and have an event. You can have it here.
All right, Christine, thank you so much. For more information on Babes Support Babes, all you have to do is head to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, where we've provided a link, or just scan that QR code on your screen.
Hey, later on we share 10 must-have items for your family spring break adventure. Plus, we're mixing up some cocktails for St. Patrick's Day and, of course, Fiesta. And there's a special cause you are supporting when you drink at this local bar.